So this video, I am going to do a video on how to retrieve your rod that has went down your ice hole. This is a very unfortunate experience when it happens, but it has happened to me a few times before, and I've been able to successfully retrieve my rod that has went down my ice fishing hole. So I'm going to tell you how to do it. So step one is to drill a lot of holes in a circle around where your rod went down the hole or where you think it fell to the bottom. And then once you have drilled the holes around where you think the rod is went down, you tie on a repellent jigging raft or a catch company death stalker like I had this day, or a zippler, just some bait that bounces around on the bottom and moves around in circles like this. And you tie that on. And if you have an underwater camera, like I was fortunate enough to in this situation, you drop down the underwater camera and you can see the rod. Luckily, this fish didn't get hooked when I took the rod down the hole. So I had an easy situation, which I'll show you now. Then you continuously move the camera closer and closer to it if you have the camera, or if you do not have a camera, you just keep jigging and jigging with your lure and drilling more and more holes around where your rod went down, and hopefully you will snag into its line. This time I could see it because I was lucky enough to be in a pond where it was closed, and this is like 10 feet away from where the rod is at. Then in this situation, I dropped the camera closer to it so I could see the rod better. Finally, I was able to hit the rod and get it to where the line came up to where it was easier to snag. And then pretty soon I was able to hook into the line of the rod so I could pull it up the hole and retrieve the ice rod. This was surprising, but my dad wasn't watching his ice fishing rod and happened to go down the hole when some type of fish hit it, but it was lucky enough not hooked. I had this happen to me like 8 years ago before also, where I had a rod go down the hole and like I drilled around where I was fishing and like an hour later I was able to snag the rod I lost. So this technique obviously works sometimes if the fish doesn't get hooked very well.
Well, I got some other line. Let's see what I caught. Wow, a pole. Nice. I just caught a pole that someone lost down a hole. Way to go. On this bait from the mystery tackle box.
Well, this is a way to retrieve your rod back if it goes down your hole and it's lucky just to fall right beneath your hole. This video is completely to be funny, but my shoutouts for this video are to Jod Dubutte and NB Fisherman, so go check out their channels. So thanks for watching this episode of Muskie Hans Outdoors, and this is just a really silly episode.